This sports broadcast made possible by contributions from the following. The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Go to rosenhyundai.com or genesisofalgonquin.com. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service, find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. Tom the Plumber, service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com.
Logan Franz. We have a great one coming at you, the fifth place championship bracket final between the Bartlett Hawks, all in white, and the Prairie Ridge Wolves in their blacks. And here we go. Prairie Ridge wins the tip-off. Collins with it. Pass over to Thomaswitz. Over to Fisk. Collins with it now. Fisk at the top, driving in with his left. Underhand layup, does not fall, right in the hands of Bartlett. And here comes Kelton McEwen, who was man of the hour last night. And McCarthy with the underhand layup, that does not fall. Recovered by Bartlett down low. The second shot misses the rim completely into the hands of McEwen, and that does not fall. And crazy sequence of events falls right back in the hands of the Wolves. Muse for two. Rolls around, and that'll fall.
James Muse, the player to watch for all of Prairie Ridge's games so far, and he's been one of the best players of the tournament.
Searcy. Off the glass, that'll fall. Signature pink shoes. Wolves with it now. Thomaswitz. Pass over to Muse. To Fury. So it's Fury back to Muse, driving in with his left. Loses. It recovers. And it'll stay Wolves ball. Muse over to Thomaswitz. Back to Muse. It's in, pass over to Fury. He'll take it back up. Over to Muse again. To Fury in the corner. Guarded by two Hawks. Fisk with it now. Excuse me, Fisk. Thomaswitz. Over to Collins. Back to Fisk. Trying to penetrate this Hawks defense. They're having some trouble. Fury with it. Pass over to Collins. Back to Muse. Fist. Trying to find a man. Muse for three. That's rejected. Searcy with it. Picks up his dribble. To Kunzer. Kunzer pass to Bonaparte. Driving in with his left. Little floater, and it'll fall for two. Searcy with his fourth point of the game and has all points for Bartlett.
Great defensive play by Bartlett, a team really known for their high-flying offense, but the defensive play there is what sprung them loose.
Muse with it. Drives in. Pass over to Fury. Fury for three. He hits it. Searcy thought about the three, decides not to, driving in. Good bounce pass over in the corner. Driving is Kunzer. Pass over to Searcy from way out. That does not fall. Good rebound by McEwen. and he'll take it back out into the corner. Passes over to Searcy. Searcy dribbling in with his right. Stolen by the Wolves. Pass down low to Fury. He goes in. Right-handed layup. Rolls around. It's not fault. And a foul will be called on Collins.
Wishing he had that three-point shot back. He had it wide open. Prairie Ridge was kind of looking for something underneath him. Wide open.
Bartlett with the ball now. Down McEwen. Driving in. Nice off the glass is Marty McCarthy. Hughes takes it up for the Wolves. Fifth place championship final for three. Rolls around, does not fall. Recovered by McCarthy. Halfway through the first, 6-5 lead for three. That one does fall.
It's more of that quick strike offense from Bartlett. Expect to see a lot more of that today.
Pass down low to Collins, takes his time, and that's rejected by McCarthy.
This is an all-around great start by Bartlett. They're really suffocating this Wolves offense. And they're also just playing their style of offense, the one they know and love.
Little floating pass, almost intercepted, and that's gonna bounce a little bit up the stairs here. Still waiting for a errant pass to come up here, and I can use my old basketball skills I used to have.
Been waiting for that for 5 years. I don't think it's gonna happen anytime
Yeah,
soon.
probably not at this rate. Fury with it. Over to Fist for three. Off the back of the rim, does not fall. Kunzer taking it up for the Hawks. Driving in with his right, picks up his dribble off the glass. A beautiful layup for Searcy. That's his 6th point of the game. Tomasowicz taking up for the Wolves. Gives it to Muse. Thought about the three, decides not to, drives it instead. Floater, that does not fall. Covered by Josh Taylor. That layup off the glass does not fall, and the putback does.
Bartlett really coming out hard and fast in this one, and the Wolves just really don't have an answer. Hasn't been pretty in the early going for Prairie Ridge.
That shot is deflected, falls right in the hands of McCarthy. Here come the Hawks, that high-flying offense, and that does fall, and they'll count it.
Going poorly for Prairie Ridge, not only because they're more of a defensive team, they're not really built to play from behind. Just Bartlett is suffocating them, beating them in both phases, really, offense and defense, and it's not been pretty for Prairie Ridge. They need to figure something out.
And a timeout is called by Coach Ryan Smith of Prairie Ridge. First breakage of play in this game. High-flying, fast, high-scoring game so far, at least for Bartlett. Prairie Ridge struggling a little bit. Logan, how do you shift gears here for Prairie Ridge?
Yeah, we talked a bunch. We called quite a few Bartlett games, and they're appropriately named the Hawks because of their high-flying offense. But Prairie Ridge just really doesn't have an answer yet, and I think it's because they can beat you in so many ways. They can beat you with Nathan Searcy or Kelsey McEwen or Marty McCarthy. They've got so many talented shooters. And I really think you need to go to a man-to-man approach, take your best defensive players, put them on Bartlett's best shooters, and don't let them leave, because that's the only way you're going to be able to stop them, if you can take your defensive style of play and apply it to their offensive style of play.
All right, McCarthy at the line, looking to make it a three-point play, and to add to the 10-point lead the Hawks have. That one rolls around and will fall in. Subs come in. One sub, number 10, Will Holophouse. See what Prairie Ridge can figure out. Is that pass almost intercepted, and it is by the Hawks. It's that fast-paced defense. The three rolls off the front of the rim, does not fall in. Recovered by Bartlett. The putback, he is fouled. And that'll send Josh Taylor to the line, looking to pick up his first few points of the game.
Bartlett just putting on a clinic in this first quarter so far. absolutely terrific job on defense and offense. They're firing on all cylinders.
It's off in front of the rim. Will fall in. That's Taylor's first basket of the game. That one does not fall. Keep it a 12-point game. That's Muse taking it up for Prairie Ridge. Also checked in, number 21, Fernando Rodriguez. He's got the ball. Back to Muse at the top. Picks up his dribble, throws it over to number 24, Ben Gatlins. He's also checked in for the Wolves. And his floater hits off the back of the rim, does not fall. Rebounded by Prairie Ridge. Pass down low to Collins, off the glass. That does not fall. A lot of bad luck down low for Prairie Ridge. Searcy picks up his dribble, throws it over, off the glass, and that'll fall, and one.
And just everything going wrong for Prairie Ridge in this first quarter.
There's Shove Manurola. Leads the three-point play. Making it now a 15-point lead.
Big play for the Prairie Ridge here. They need to get some plays on offense. Look for James Muse. He can shoot from anywhere on the court, and they're probably going to look to get him involved as they try to launch him.
Collins pass to the corner to Gablins. Over to Thomasowitz. Collins driving in. Little floater rolls around. It's not fall. And the offensive woes continue. Driving in, number 23 hits off the back of the rim, and that's Colin Taylor for his first 2 points of the game. Driving his game once left-handed shot does not fall. Rebound recovered by Bartlett. Josh Taylor taking it up, picks up his dribble, pass down low. Tiptoeing across the baseline was Paul Paulus, and he'll take a jump shot. That does not fall. Recovered by Prairie Ridge. Rodriguez with the rebound.
Great play by Palopoulos to keep that play alive.
That's a good pass down low to Gablins. His first bucket of the game. As a timeout is called by Bartlett. And we have a custom heating and cooling replay. Let's take a look.
That was the one by Taylor on Bartlett. And like I said, it's an absolute offensive clinic put on by the Hawks in this early going. 22 points. We're going to sound like a broken record, but that high-flying offense is not slowing down anytime soon. If you're Prairie Ridge, you need to look to keep pace with them. They just don't have the same offensive prowess, but they really need to get their best players involved, get them some good looks, some good shots, and really try and work their way back into this one. There's still plenty of time. It's definitely first quarter. You can still kind of work back slowly, but they're digging themselves a hole.
Heard it from our basketball expert up here, Logan Franz. About a minute remaining here in the first quarter, and it's been all Bartlett. Searcy deflected out of bounds off of Ben Gablins of Prairie Ridge. 22-7. Searcy with the inbounds play to McEwen. McEwen with it, double team. Good play to get out of that as Searcy driving in. He gets double teamed, the shot rolls around, does not fall. Muse with the defensive rebound. Pass almost intercepted, Collins picks it up, Muse for three. Got it!
And if the Wolves are going to make a comeback, he's the guy to watch. James Muse, he's by far their most talented offensive player. It's going to be a big reason they work out of this hole if they can.
And a travel is going to be called on Taylor. So Muse's three-point play makes it now a 12-point game. We'll have 10 seconds to figure out what to do. Muse takes it in, passes it over to Gablins. Gablins for three. That does not fall. boxed out by Bartlett, and they're going to call an off-ball foul. And Grola can't believe it. So they'll have 4 seconds to perform an inbounds play and take the last basket, last shot that is, of the first quarter.
Bartlett coach Jim Wolfsmith looked very surprised at that call as well.
Pass out to Muse. Muse driving in. The shot. That falls. Little late offensive action from Prairie Ridge, but for a majority of that first quarter, it was all Bartlett High School. The Hawks lead 22-12. And don't forget, the start of the second quarter is sponsored by Rose and Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. If you're looking for a brand or certified pre-owned, it's Rose and Express Online Buying Made Simple. Go to roseandhyundai.com and genesisofalgonquin.com. Start of the second quarter here, Bartlett with a 10-point lead. It was all Hawks in the first quarter, but some life brought to the Wolves offense. Logan, what do you think they're looking to do going into this second quarter?
One-man offense, and James Muse led the offensive surge at the beginning of the quarter, or at the end of the quarter, I'm sorry. But you want to work, now that he's getting hot, you don't want to neglect him completely, but you want to work to get some other guys involved. John Fury had a big 3 early in this game. He's a guy that could get involved. Drake Thomas-Hewitt and Cade Collins are 2 very talented shooters too, so look to get them involved, but obviously don't stray away from Muse if that's what's working.
Bonapali's in, pass down low, good pass. Off the glass, a little too hot, it looked like, on Kunzer, as we're going to call a shooting foul. Yeah, a shooting foul. That's on Fury. And it'll send Kunzer to the line. He'll hit the first. And he'll drain the second. Muse will take it up for the Wolves. Back to a 12-point game. Collins. Pass intercepted by Bonapali. He's going to go up. Puts up the shot off the top of the glass, and that'll fall.
That's what I mean when I say the Hawks have been dominating in all phases. Defensive play springs their offense loose. There's really nothing the Wolves can do.
Rodriguez pass intercepted by McEwen. And that offensive woes continue as that shot, rejected by Gablins. That's a man's block right there.
Beautiful play there by Gablins, really keeps Bartlett away from 2 more points. And now if they can just get the offense to kind of take some of that rhythm and work with it as well.
Bonapali. As it looks like it's going to be a official's timeout. And we take a look at that replay.
Gablins really just came up out of nowhere. Rodriguez was up in front and he almost got a hand on it. And Gablins says, "You don't, I do."
That was a custom heating and cooling replay. Powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. McEwen dribbling in with his right, will pass it back. Kunzer. Kunzer's pass wild, intended for number 25, Keegan Taylor. Part of the T-squared crew of Josh Taylor, Colin Taylor, and himself, Keegan Taylor. Call that a triple threat. That's almost taken by Bartlett. Rodriguez, pass over to Collins. Collins for 3. Bang!
He's someone I mentioned right before the second quarter started, someone you really want to get involved in this one.
Here comes the answer. It's good!
Schumann Grola, very good from behind the arc. He's had a couple of great 3-pointers in every game Bartlett has played in this tournament so far.
Anything you can do, I can do better. Fury past the Muse. Back to Fury, over to Collins. He shot that three in the last possession. Pass down low to Muse. Guarded by Bonapali. He puts it up, and he'll get fouled by Bonapal. And that'll send Muse to the line. Free throws will be important for clawing your way back in, as he'll make the first. Vanderweel comes in. As that one will fall. Picks up his dribble. Pass down low. Off the glass, and he'll get hit. No foul called. Rodriguez taking it up for the Wolves. Passes over to Muse. Muse passes behind the arc. Back to Gablins to Rodriguez. Gablins for three. That falls.
Great defensive play there by Tomasiewicz to get Gablins open for 3 points.
McCarthy. Pass to McEwen. He spins. Throws pass across court. For the Bonapal. He's working in. Fades off the glass. Does not fall. Rebounded by Prairie Ridge. Gablins to Muse. To Kunzer. Pass almost intercepted by Bartlett. CRC comes back in for the Hawks. Fist with it for the Wolves. He's back. Now a 9-point game. Tomasiewicz dribbling with his right by the Golden Eagle. Over to Muse. Muse pass in the corner. Pass back to Gablins. Fury with it now. Excuse me, Tomasiewicz. Over to Fist. Pass intercepted by the Hawks. Coast to coast, layup, that falls.
Doesn't matter who it is on the Hawks, they can beat you in so many ways. That was Mangrola with a great defensive play, sprung loose for an easy layup.
This is past the Muse. Fist for three. Bang!
It's the way Prairie Ridge is working their way back into this one. They're really relying on that 3-ball behind the line to get it going.
CRC with the ball, passes over to McEwen. Dribbling in with his right, and a push foul will be called on Prairie Ridge. McEwen shot, that's going to be a push. McEwen fairly quiet in the game, only having a three-pointer made.
They've been beating them in a lot of other ways. Marty McCarthy has 5 points. Nathan Searcy already has 8. Bartlett kind of takes a spread the wealth approach to their offense a lot of the time, and it's been working out well for him today.
McEwen at the line, hits his first. And the second one falls. Over to Collins. Collins double team. Muse for three. The fade does not fall. Rebound deflected off of the back of the head of Tomasiewicz, but it falls in the hands of the Hawks. And here comes McEwen. McEwen pass down to McCarthy. McCarthy dribbling in. goes up against Fist, off the glass, that does not fall, and a foul is called. As that's going to be Prairie Ridge ball.
Prairie Ridge, their game today has really been ebbs and flows. They've had some moments where they've gotten hot, and they've had some moments where they've gotten cold, and that's just not going to work against this Hawks offense, because this Hawks offense is always on, and they're going to need to be on their A game the rest of the day in order to keep pace with them.
As a foul is called, a blocking foul. That's Will Paulopoulos' first. Three and a half to go here in the second quarter. Pass down low to Collins. Collins working off the top of the glass, and that'll fall. Back to an 8-point game, and here comes Bartlett. Pass over to Searcy. Searcy from way out. No good. Fist. Pass over to Muse. To Gabe Lins. Over to Collins. Collins dribbling in. Off the glass. Excuse me, that does not fall. Recovered by Bartlett. And that's McEwen. McEwen with a spin. Passes over in the corner. Is Searcy. And a blocking foul is going to be called, I believe, on Muse. That's going to put Bartlett already. They were in the singular bonus, and it'll put them over that 7 fouls. Searcy makes the first. And the second rolls around and will fall in. Back to a 10-point game. Use the Collins. Collins driving in, spin, left-handed underhand, that does not fall. And a foul is going to be called. Plopoulos to the line. That one will not fall. Gabe Lins recovers. Pass over to Collins. To Gabe Lins. Double team by Bartlett. The shot, that falls. McEwen directing traffic. Pass over to Searcy. Searcy's thinking about it. He drives in. Takes his pass over on the corner. Wide open three. No good. Collins, guarded by Searcy. Finds Muse. Muse drives in. Pass deflected off the hands of Searcy. And it'll stay Prairie Ridge ball.
It's a good defensive play by Bartlett. In any case, to force Prairie Ridge to kind of reset here.
Bounce pass to Fist. Over to Collins. Fist for three. Bang!
It was a deep three. He just kind of lined himself up behind Cade Collins as like a screen, and then just took the shot and it paid off for him.
Pass down low to Bartlett, driving in, and that's going to be a charge. And just like that, it's a 5-point game.
Really working on clawing their way back in, and their offense has been on point for much of the second quarter.
Minute and a half remaining here in the second quarter. Muse taking it up for the Wolves. Passes to Collins. Collins looking. Dribbles with his right, hands it over to Fury. Fury finds Fist. Back to Fury. Fury driving in. Underhand layup off the glass, and that'll fall. It's now a 3-point game. Searcy. Minute remaining here in the second quarter. Driving in, looking to find a man. Pass intercepted by Fury. And here come the Wolves. Pass over to Fist. Fist for three. No good. Offensive rebound off of Muse, and that's going to be off the hands of Pelopoulos, and that'll stay Prairie Ridge ball.
No, it didn't work out, but I don't disagree with what the Wolves tried to do here. They set up Fist behind the line. He's hit 2 threes already in the second quarter. And that's who they're trying to get it to tie the game.
Fury, 45 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. In what's been a very fun game for the 5th place. Fury for three, off the front of the rim, rolls around, does not go in. Covered by Searcy, stolen and put in for Gablins. It is now a 1-point game with half a minute to go.
Great defensive play by Ben Gablins there.
It's nowhere close. Gablins pass over to Fist. Fist on one-on-one. He loses it. And a turnover to put the ball right back in the hands of Bartlett with 17.9 seconds remaining.
Yeah, no, man, that's one you wish you could have had back. Could have given your team the lead with less than 20 seconds left in the half, and you just end up losing the ball. Tough break for the Wolves.
Pass to McCarthy. McCarthy driving in, lays it off the glass, and that'll fall in. There's 8 seconds. Let's see what Prairie Ridge does with their last possession. Looking to potentially tie the game. Fist. Fist for three. No good.
Fist with the little fake, and McCarthy was ready to sell out on it, and then he was able to take the actual shot, wide open for it, just missed it.
We've played a half of basketball here in the 5th place game. Bartlett leads 37-34.
Hi, welcome to the Bear Family.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a 4th ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Holiday Classic. I'm Patrick Herring alongside my good friend Logan Franz, and we're halfway through our last game, sadly, that will be with you guys tonight before the third place game and, of course, the granddaddy of them all, the championship. But here we got the 5th place championship game between Bartlett and Prairie Ridge, and it's been a fun game. Only 3 points separating these two, Bartlett in the white, Prairie Ridge in the black. Logan, what have you seen so far?
I've seen a lot of high-flying offense by the Bartlett Hawks, and we've talked about it quite a bit. We probably sound like a broken record, but there's so many ways they can beat you on offense. Cubs McEwen has been having the best game, but Nathan Searcy has been picking up the slack. He has 10 points for the Hawks, and Marty McCarthy has 7 as well. So just an overall really multi-pronged offensive attack by Bartlett. As for Prairie Ridge, they've kind of been playing their game more defensive-centric. They've worked into the second quarter to bring themselves back. A couple of big threes by Kevin Fist and Kate Collins and Ben Gablitz making some plays as well.
All right, Fury takes up the inbounds pass, and here we go. Pass intercepted by Bartlett, and there goes McCarthy. Going up for a layup, puts the right hand, doesn't quite get it over the rim, and it'll be rebounded by Muse. He goes up, jumper. That does not fall. Rebounded by Bonapal. And it's Bartlett, Searcy. He's got 10 in the game. We'll pass it over to Kunzer. Kunzer dribbling in with his right. Picks up his dribble, passes over to McEwen. McEwen driving in, jump shot. That falls.
Maybe this is the start of McEwen coming alive here in the second half. Like you said, we haven't heard much from him. 5 points in the first half, so let's see if he can get some offense going.
Pass over to Thomaswitz, to Collins, to Muse. Down low, good patience, pass off to the corner. Fist for 3, no good. Pass to Kunzer, Kunzer takes it in, right hand layup, underhand will fall.
Another wide open 3 there for Prairie Ridge by Kevin Fist. And it just didn't land. That's something you can't leave on the board when you're playing a team like Bartlett.
To Collins. Back to Fury for 3. High arcing shot will fall. Searcy with it with the Hawks. Guarded by Muse and Thomaswitz. Muse comes away with it. Pass off of Bonapali will keep the game alive, but falls in the hands of Collins.
Amazing that ball stayed in bounds.
Muse, jump shot, fade. It's good.
He's the guy, whenever you need a big-time play, James Muse is the guy you can rely on for the Wolves.
And a off-ball offensive penalty. Some pushing between Searcy and Muse. And it looks like Searcy will get the foul called on him.
Yep, Muse was looking for that foul long before it was called. Just a little bit too much contact there.
Muse takes it up by the Golden Eagle. Over to Collins. Guarded by Searcy. Muse with it now. Coming across Bonapali on the baseline. Pass down low is no good. Falls in the hands of Bartlett. Here comes Searcy. For 3. No good. Collins pass to Muse, and here comes the Wolves. It's a 3-on-2. Pass deflected. Oh, I thought that went off the hands of Kunzer. Apparently it went off of Muse before.
I thought it went off of the hands of Kunzer too. I thought he had gotten a hand on that. Bartlett may have gotten a break.
Looks like they're trying to catch the Wolves sleeping. Off the glass is McCarthy picking up his first 2 points in the quarter.
And that's where the quick strike offense comes in. You said it, they catch the Wolves sleeping and able to score quick for McCarthy.
Fist with it, he's got a 3 in the game so far. Collins, over to Fury. Back to Collins, the Fist. Pass almost intercepted by Bonapali. Shot for 3 for Muse. Hits hard off the rim, falls right into the hands of Fury. Driving his Thomaswitz back out to Fury for 3. No good. Recovered by Bartlett. Muse almost had it, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Muse.
If you're Prairie Ridge, I might like to see them be a bit more patient on offense. That 3 ball's not exactly hitting. They've had a couple misses from that range today. Might want to start trying to drive it in, work it in different ways, maybe get Kate Collins involved down low, or James Muse, we know he can shoot from anywhere. That might be the way to start getting back into this one, because the 3 ball is not not exactly your friend right now if you're the Wolves.
Bonaparte with it. McCarthy dribbling in with his left. Pass over to Searcy. Searcy from way out for three. That does not fall. Falls right in the hands of McCarthy, and he'll take it in for a nice layup.
His offensive rebounds are crucial, and Bartlett proves that with the play by McCarthy.
Thomasowicz to Muse. Guarded by Bonaparte. He goes in. Dribbles off the top of the glass. Does not fall. Two Hawks collide, but they come up with the rebound. Pass down low to McCarthy. He gives a nice pass down off the glass. That does not fall. Back to Muse. Muse by himself for three. No good. Searcy passes over to McCarthy. He drives in, nice underhanded layup, and that'll fall in. That's 6 points for McCarthy in the first 4 minutes of this third quarter. Collins. Thomasowicz with it now. Dribbling with his left, and that's going to be a blocking foul.
Block foul number 2 is first.
Mangrola and Taylor will come in for the Hawks, and Gablins and Rodriguez will come in for the Wolves. Pass over to Fury, back to Muse. Over to Gablins. He's shown he can shoot from behind the arc. So he gives it back to Muse, guarded by Searcy. Dribbling in, turnaround, fade. That's not going to be close. Recovered by Gablins. He power dribbles off inside the rim. And that's a nice 2-point shot.
There's that working underneath. It looks like it's going to work better for the Wolves just moving forward. Sense some desperation in those 3-point balls, and it just hasn't been landing for him.
Comes her pass for three. Mangrola, that does not fall. Good rebound by Rodriguez. Just under 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter as Fury takes it up for the Wolves. Gablin's pass, erratic, will fall right into the hands of Bartlett.
Fury was almost able to get a hand on it and handle it, just went over his head.
And that is a big collision. Will send McEwen to the line.
Wolves foul number 10 is team's.
They'll hit the first. And he'll hit the second. Hughes coming across the Golden Eagle. Gablins with the ball now. Pass intercepted by McEwen. He's all alone. Nice right-handed layup for two.
Beautiful play there by McEwen. Really just ripped the ball from the hands of Rodriguez and said, "I'll take that, sir." And then from that, it's home free.
What was a 2-point game is now back to a 10-point game. Rodriguez for three. That misses entirely. Rebounded by Muse, and it'll roll in and they'll count it.
There's one way to get 3 points, just force a foul. 3-ball hadn't been working for them. This is one way to get a 3-point play.
He'll complete the 3-point play.
30-second timeout called by the Wolves.
As Prairie Ridge will call a 30-second timeout. And we have a custom heating and cooling replay. Let's take a look, Logan.
Just look at this here by McEwen. Really just rips the ball from the hands of Rodriguez. You got to protect the ball better than that. Really sprung him loose for, you know, the wide open two. And if you're Rodriguez, you're hitting yourself after that one. Just got to protect that ball in that situation.
That's the custom heating and cooling replay powered by Bryant. Whatever it takes. Find them on customheating.com. Now the Wolves clawing their way back in. What do you think their head coach, Ryan Smith's talking about in that huddle?
If it were me, I would be talking about not getting desperate. It really felt like that's what's been happening a little bit. They're kind of relying on that 3-ball, and it's kind of dug them into a deeper hole. If I'm the Wolves, I'm looking to be patient on offense, kind of drive in. I mentioned earlier, James Muse can, shoot from anywhere on the court, work to get them kind of involved. Ben Gablin's shown an ability to score some points in this one, so you have options. I don't think you need to be relying on that 3-ball. You can be patient. You're not down by too much yet. Just work inside slowly and slowly chip away at this deficit, I should say.
Pass deflected off the hands, falls into the hands of Fury, and he'll take it up for Prairie Ridge. Collins with it. Back to Fury, close to that baseline. He'll put it up for 3. No good. Recovered by Bartlett. That's McEwen coming up. He's had a good quarter. Searcy driving in against Rodriguez. Off the top of the glass, does not fall. Rodriguez with the rebound. And he'll take it up. 7 points dividing these two teams. Pass over to Muse. Over to Gablins. Pass down low to Collins. Easy 2 points. McEwen with the ball. Back to McCarthy. Over to Searcy. For 3. No good.
I don't know if I would have taken that shot there if I was McEwen. It felt like he may have been getting too cute, trying to, add to the lead a little bit, but it didn't look like the best shot to me.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you there, Logan. He looked like it was kind of rushed. Less than a minute remaining here in the third quarter. Only 5 points separating these two teams. As Fist has it. In the corner is Muse for 3. No good. Good rebound by the Wolves. And Fist shot for 3. No good. Crazy looking rebound by Muse. He puts in his own rebound. And it's now a 3-point game.
Some sloppy defense by Bartlett. They're lucky that was a 2-point play and not a 3-point play. Left 2 guys open for 3 and both missed for the Wolves.
And that ball will be a blocking foul on Gablins. 21 seconds ago here in the third quarter. 51-48 in the 5th place championship bracket game. Deep pass over to Searcy by the IHSA logo. Dribbles in with his right, passes to McCarthy. McCarthy with 10 to go. He drives in, off the glass, not fall. Here comes Muse. He's gonna take it in himself. McCrent's 2, off the glass, good. Patience and a great shot. It's now a 1-point game. They got 2 seconds. Half court shot, no good.
It's really close there on the half-point shot for Bartlett.
Buckle your seatbelts, folks. We're gonna in for a nice, fun 4th quarter. It's 51-50. Bartlett up by 1. And we have a custom heating and cooling replay.
So look at that by Muse, really fighting through traffic. He had McEwen in his face and he was able to just put it up. And Prairie Ridge just continues to chip away at this Hawks lead.
And also, don't forget, 4th quarter action sponsored by Rose and Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. If you're looking for a brand new or certified pre-owned, it's Rose and Express Online Buying made simple. Go to roseandhyundai.com and genesisofalgonquin.com. For what could be the last time I get to say that. Fun reader, it's always a question of, it's kind of like Brett Favre. Am I coming back next year? I don't know.
You're gonna keep everyone in suspense.
Yeah, that's the unofficial official voice, you and I, of the Hinkle Holiday Classic. Going on our 4th year calling games together. 2020 didn't happen, for obvious reasons. I've been out doing this tournament since the 2017 year. I was a senior in high school, and I was a color announcer with a guy by the name of Brandon Giese. He taught me a little bit about some announcing, and I've taken a lot of his advice to heart, and it's really proved that I've improved over the years, and so have you, Logan. It's been a lot of fun. All right, we're starting here the 4th quarter. Bonaparte has it for the Hawks. This is going to be a fun one. Only 1 point separates these two teams. We had a fun overtime game last game. Shot stuffed. Muse has it now. Pass over to Fist, almost intercepted. Gablins has it, back to Fist in the corner. Over to Muse.
Fist came really close to stepping out on that play.
Good ball control as that pass deflected off the hands of Marty McCarthy, and it'll stay Prairie Ridge ball.
Block foul number 1 is first.
It's a big possession here for Prairie Ridge. Obviously can take the lead on any play. Just, you can be patient though. Take what the Bartlett defense is giving you. Don't rush anything. Still plenty of time to make something
Rodriguez. Over to Gablins. To Vanderweel, he's in now for the Wolves. Pass down low to Gablins. He goes up on the baseline, a crazy underhanded shot. That doesn't fall. And here comes Bartlett with 7 minutes to go. Searcy's been relatively quiet in the second half. A little scuffle on the ground. Pickpocketed by Fist, but Bartlett keeps in control of Banapal. And they're going to call a charge on Banapal, and it'll turn the ball right back over to Prairie Ridge.
Yep, textbook charge there on Bonapal, taking down James Muse, and it's a huge call this late in the game.
Here comes Gablins. Here in the 5th place title game in the championship bracket. Pass over to Muse. Pass to Gablins. Dribbling in with his left. Crossover. Shot. Falls down. No foul. No basket. McEwen coming up for the Hawks. Gives it over to Searcy. Searcy thought about the long range 3, but won't do it. Passes to Kunzer. Back to Searcy. Searcy for 3. Bang!
Muse had the hand in his face, but it wasn't enough. Searcy was able to put it up for 3, and that's huge. Makes it a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that was a great shot. Makes his point total up to 13 as a timeout by head coach Jim Wolfsmith of Bartlett High School. And we have a custom heating and cooling replay. Let's take a look.
But Muse was kind of caught sleeping on this one. He got back there in time, was able to get a hand in his face, but it didn't really look like it affected Searcy. Just a great play there by Bartlett. A great day for Searcy, as you mentioned, 13 points today.
4 points separate these two teams. 54-50 with 6 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. And if you're Bartlett, what are you talking about in that huddle there, Logan?
I think you're just trying to do more of the same. You're playing some pretty solid defense. For Bartlett, you're kind of just keeping it slow. You're not really using that quick strike offense. You're kind of keeping it slow, taking what it gives you. Something that Prairie Ridge should kind of be doing in this one. I think it's I think I mentioned in the third them kind of getting too cute and them kind of relying too much on that 3 ball, and I really think they just need to kind of simplify it, take what the defense gives them, and work the way back into this one. It's not an insurmountable deficit by any means, and you definitely have plenty of time to come back.
You heard it here from our expert in the booth, Logan Franz. As we'll pick up with Fury taking the inbounds play for the Wolves. Fury dribble, over to Muse, back to Fury. Fury crosses over, gives it right back to Muse. Muse driving in, guarded by Bonapal. He's played some good defense today. Back to Fury, over to Collins. He's checked in. Back to Fury. Fury dribbling in, pass on the corner for Fist for 3. Seemed like it was deflected on the shot somewhere, and here comes Searcy. Picks up his dribble and throws it over to Kunzer. Kunzer takes it himself off the glass, and that'll be his first points of this quarter. Muse with it now, guarded by Bonapal. He'll go in, and a carry is called. That's the first one I've seen all tournament, at least in the games we've called.
Substitution number 2, Drake.
Bartlett with the ball now. Passes over to McCarthy. McCarthy on the Bonapal, down low to Searcy. Guarded by Muse, he puts it up, off the glass. What a beautiful shot.
Powerful play there by Searcy to kind of get through Muse and just put the ball up and get the basket. A great play there by Nathan Searcy.
Collins, 5 minutes to go here in the 4th. Pass down low, off to the corner at Fist. Fury for three. That does not fall. Rebounded by Prairie Ridge. That's a great basket by Drake Tomasowicz.
Some pretty passing leading to that too. I really like the pass underneath, and then Tomasowicz almost could have put it up for the layup, instead tried to go out to three, but just some pretty passing by the Wolves on that offensive
with the
possession.
ball. McCarthy. Kunzer for the Hawks. Driving in. Falls down, and they're going to call a travel. Not exactly the cleanest last few possessions for either team. Muse thought about the deep three. He steps up, takes another one. That one falls for three.
Nice little sidestep. James Hughes has been one of my favorite players to watch this tournament. He's just been the
Searcy for three. As Inners deflected off the hands of Collins. And it finds a way to get past over that half-court line. As that's McEwen from way out. No chance. Tomasowicz with the ball, passed it over to Muse. The man of the hour with 21 points for the Wolves. 3 points separate these two teams as we're now just under halfway through the fourth quarter. Fisk with the ball. Dribbles in with his right. He goes up, gets deflected by Bonaparte, recovered by Muse, and they're going to call a travel on the baseline. Another turnover, as it looks like Ryan Smith is just elated.
Yeah, it looked like Muse was trying to get a out of bounds on Bartlett. It looked like he really kind of chucked that one at the player, hoping it would knock back out of bounds, but Bartlett's going to get possession back here.
Looks like the ref was going to go over there and talk to Smith, but Smith was like, no, man, I want nothing to do with you right now. As Bartlett has the ball, Searcy by the IHSA logo. Pass over to McCarthy. Dribbling in with his right, picks up his dribble. Nice looking layup. That's not fall. Recover by Paul. He throws it up, gets his own rebound again, and a timeout's going to be called by Bartlett.
An opportune timeout before Kelton McEwen hits a big three.
Well, you can't always get what you want.
Exactly.
That is the second called timeout by Bartlett. They have 3 remaining here. As this timeout is sponsored by our good friend Tom the Plumber. Tom the Plumber is a family-owned and operated company committed to providing plumbing service and installation of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. As we're getting started back here, fourth quarter action, 3 minutes and 8 seconds remaining. Bartlett up by 3 points. As Bartlett will have an inbounds play thanks to the timeout. No change of possession. McCarthy on the inbounds play, floats it over to Searcy. Punched out. Gabe Lynn's guarding by that corner. He's cornered, trying to find a man. Intercepted, almost intercepted by Collins. It is, and he'll pick up his dribble. Start dribbling, that is. Driving in with his left, picks up his dribble, draws to the corner. No three-point shot. To Gabe Lynn's, to Fury. Back to Muse, to Collins. Down low is Fury, guarded by Searcy. He's got a few good inches on him. Collins with the ball now, 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Tomasowicz with it, gives it over to Gabe Lynn's. Gabe Lynn's drives in. And they're going to call a charge.
All that started on a great defensive play by Cade Collins. If he hadn't forgotten the ball, he may have already gotten those 2 points. He just kind of left it behind. One of those plays where your hands are moving a bit faster. You kind of get ahead of yourself and miss actually securing the ball.
Kelton McEwen will take it up for Bartlett. Mangrola's back in. McCarthy passing on to Searcy. Took his time and good way to force Gabe Lynn's to jump and try to deflect it. Faked him, and a simple over-the-back foul, or whatever you want to call it. Hit. Tackle almost. (2 minutes and 17 seconds as Kevin Fist comes in. Bartlett head coach Jim Wolfsmith not happy about the substitution there.
Looked like it was coming a little late right before Searcy was about to attempt the free throw.
As that one will fall. And the second one also falls. Muse with it. Passes over to Fist. Fist driving in with this right, picks it up, and they're going to call a travel.
Some sloppy play late here by Prairie Ridge. They've really been trying to get something going on offense, kind of get back into this one, and every time it feels like they have something going, they just throw it away.
Mental errors, bad passes. Still turn into a good game as we're in the final 2 minutes. Bartlett up by 5. Searcy with the ball, guarded by Muse. Will pass it in the corner to Kunzer. Back to McCarthy. McCarthy dribbling in with his left. Nice pass out in the corner for Searcy. He thought about taking the three. I'm surprised he didn't.
I thought he should have too.
Fury
took a long time to get back there.
Searcy. McCarthy over to Bonaparte. Minute 20 seconds remaining. Trying to cause any kind of turnover, as that's going to be a foul. Oh man, that's a costly penalty.
Wolves foul, number 10, Pittsburgh, teams 6.
Five points with a minute and 13 seconds. Kelton McEwen. As a pushing foul is going to be called, and that will put Bartlett in the bonus, I believe. And it will. The singular 1-and-1. Big free throws for Bartlett. He'll drain the first. Second one will not fall. Keeps it a 6-point game. Hughes with it. Passes over. Thought about the shot, drives in instead. And it will fall, and they're going to count it. Tomasiewicz will go to the line, looking to make it a 3-point play.
Foul number 1, his first basket is good. Tomasiewicz.
Exactly what.
As we have a custom heating and cooling replay.
Managed to put that up, and a huge possession for the Wolves, drawing it within one possession, provided that Tomasiewicz can make this free throw.
Yeah, McCarthy was not completely set on that. That's why they called it a blocking foul instead of a charge. Looking to make it a 3-point play, and he does. It's now a 3-point game. Here we go again. Less than a minute to go, folks. Buckle up. It's going to be a fun end of this one. 61-58. Now, if you're Prairie Ridge, you just got that big play. Defensively, what are you trying to do?
Defensively, you're just trying to keep I'm stumbling over my words. Keeping Bartlett, obviously, from scoring, just keeping that tight defense. They're known to play that type of tight defense. Just keep them from shooting, really, if you can. We saw a lot of it in the last game where Larkin was passing around, just, the tight defense. That's exactly what you want here. You want them to just keep passing around, and then eventually you can hopefully get a steal or maybe get a rebound if they do end up getting the shot off that misses. Just something to keep you in this game, because you really don't want Bartlett to pull ahead by 2 possessions.
Because once you start getting close to that 2 possessions kind of stuff, that's where you start getting into the foul-a-thon, as I like to call it. We're going to force Bartlett to go to the line. You got a few fouls before you get in that double bonus. So it's not the end of the world if you have to foul at certain times. Right now, in a 3-point game, you need to stop here.
And you still have plenty of time. It's not going to be a situation where Bartlett can really hold the ball for the final 58 seconds. You really just need to get a stop. you'd prefer to get it quick, but you can kind of take your time and be a little bit patient on defense, wait for something to open up, and then take control of an opportunity.
All right, let's see what Prairie Ridge does on defense. 58.1 seconds remaining on the clock. As Searcy will take it up for Bartlett. Hands it over to McCarthy. He's double teamed. Searcy with it. Smith trying to get his team to get some kind of turnover. We're now down to 40 seconds. Trapped in the corner. Good pass over to McCarthy down low. The layup, and that will fall. That is Mangola with a big basket with 30 seconds to go.
Was one thing you couldn't do. Now you got to kind of move a lot quicker on offense in order to come back into this one.
Muse pass to Collins, going that baseline. He'll get it. And they're going to count it, I believe. And they do.
You saw Ryan Smith on that defensive possession by Prairie Ridge putting his hands up, and you could see he was kind of motioning to his players, trying to get something stopped, trying to get a hand up there, get the ball out of the Hawks' hands. Ultimately, their defense sprung a leak.
And it's now a 2-point game with 20 seconds to go. Both teams in the singular bonus. We'll see what Prairie Ridge does. With 17 seconds, they're probably going to foul. Look for someone who trying to trap at the baseline. Let's see, around the 10 seconds. Where's the foul? There it is.
We're really keeping it between McEwen and Searcy, two of their best shooters, to really force Prairie Ridge to kind of, foul someone they didn't want to, and Searcy, a reliable shooter, head to the line for the Bartlett for the Hawks.
Searcy's made 4 free throws on the night already. In the 1-and-1 chance. Now if he misses this, it is a live ball. So my guess is if he misses it, the Wolves will try to get the rebound and call timeout immediately. And he misses it. And a jump ball is called.
Muse almost got a hand on that one. Searcy was able to get in there, kind of fight him for it, and
it's going to be Prairie Ridge ball, 8.5 seconds. They're probably going to do an inbounds play. Going to call timeout as soon as he crosses that half-court line. Yep, there it is, 5 seconds. Now here's the question. The obvious answer would be to go for 2, try to draw the foul. But do you trust your shooter? Do you trust Muse to potentially take that game-winning shot?
Now we know that Muse can shoot from anywhere on the court. I think if you're Ryan Smith, the question you got to be asking yourself is how much risk is too much risk. If something's open from 3, you take it, but I think you really have to consider just going underneath, get the tie, force overtime. Like I said, if the 3-point look is there, by all means, go for it, and put a nice little bow on this game. But if there's nothing there, you don't want to force anything from 3 points and potentially end up losing if you can have a nice look underneath for 2 that sends this game into overtime.
Well, there you have it from our expert up here. Probably the last time I'll call him that for another year, unless you come back next year.
Or unless we have overtime.
Oh, yeah, we might have some overtime. 5 seconds, probably going to be an inbounds play. Not decent amount of time, I should say. It's not like it was before. I mean, we had that crazy shot by York in the Larkin game that sent that to overtime.
3 seconds left on that one.
So 5 seconds, plenty of time to figure out something. My guess is if they can't get an inbounds pass within the first 3 seconds, he's on the baseline, or going to be another timeout.
And I would be absolutely shocked if it's not James Muse who takes this shot. Yeah, and this is a situation where you give the ball to your best players and let them make a play.
Muse with 21 points. Here we go. 5 seconds. They'll inbounds it by the half-court line. Coaches at Bartlett calling for hands, and they'll call a timeout to figure out any defensive pairings and what they want to do. Extra time, you have your timeouts, why not?
Exactly, and it kind of gives you an idea of the look that the other team might come out in. You can call that timeout, kind of adjust, and obviously the other team is going to adjust a little bit too, but it's kind of this, it's like a game of chess. You want to be ahead of your opponent, however many moves ahead, so being able to see kind of what they come out and what kind of look they have, you can make adjustments based on that. We saw that in the last game too, where Larkin kept calling timeouts, and there was this back and forth between both teams with timeouts until really no teams had timeouts left.
Well, tick-tock, waiting for this game to potentially finish. As I said, it's been a fun one to call. We've had leads up between 10 and 12 points. That's how much Bartlett was up at one point, and Prairie Ridge clawed their way back in. making it now a 2-point game with the ball in their hands. Will they go for three? Probably not.
Probably not, unless something really huge opens up for them.
That's going to be Muse on the inbounds play.
That's a curious decision.
Interesting design. As he gives it to Fury, to Muse. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Puts it up for three. No good!
They didn't have time to get anything underneath. Muse decided he had to take it from three, and it just didn't pay off.
And the 5th place game comes down to a missed three. Bartlett hangs on 63-61. I'm going to be conducting the interview, yes, me. And I'll be talking with Kelton McEwen, who is all-tournament team, and also shout out to James Muse, who's also made the all-tournament team. So we'll come back with an interview after this.
Members of the 2022 Hinkle Holiday Classic All-Tournament Team. Our first inductee from Bartlett, both a unanimous selection this year.
And here he is. What's up? Nice to meet you. Kelton, I'm Patrick.
Nice to meet you.
All right, you had a great game today. How are you looking to carry this momentum into the rest of the regular season?
We just want to keep playing our game, play aggressive on both ends of the floor, and keep getting wins.
I see you guys run a very fast, high-paced offense. How is that continuing, of playing a full game? Does it get tiring a little bit or no?
We got a lot of guys that we can sub in, a lot of guys off the bench played really well at the tournament, so it's not really a problem for us.
All right. It was a great tournament. Congrats on making all tournament. And congrats on the big win. Now, for Logan France, he wants to come up here. This is the last game we're doing together. One more. Actually, no, we got one more. Who's coming up? Who's coming up? Nate Searcy? Looks like I have also all tournament. Nate Searcy. Nate, great game today. All tournament, how does it feel?
Oh, it feels great to share all tournament with my teammate.
Yeah, just an all-around great game, and I asked your teammate over there, how do you think you're going to continue this momentum into the regular season and conference play and all that?
I think we're going to keep winning, go on a streak. Yeah.
A man of few words. Nice, good game, good game. All right, Logan, you want to come up here? It's the last time. Logan and France and I calling a game together, at least maybe till next year. So a big happy holidays to you guys. For Logan France, I'm Patrick Herring, and for all the hardworking men and women who put this broadcast together, a great job all the way around. There's more basketball coming, the third place game, and of course, the championship game. So for Logan France, I'm Patrick Herring. Happy holidays, and as always, it's a pleasure giving you this fun basketball tournament. Thank you.
This sports broadcast made possible by contributions from the following: The Bear Family McDonald's, proud supporters of our community since 1967. Stop by one of their 30 area McDonald's restaurants today. Rosen Hyundai of Algonquin and Genesis of Algonquin. Looking for a brand new Hyundai or certified pre-owned? It's Rosen Express online buying made simple. Go to rosenhyundai.com or genesisofelgonquin.com. For all your heating or cooling needs, count on Custom Heating and Cooling of Chicagoland. Featuring sales, installation, and 24-hour emergency service, find them online at customheating.com. Custom Heating and Cooling, powered by Bryant, whatever it takes. Tom the Plumber, service and installations of the highest quality and craftsmanship. Tom the Plumber, honest and affordable. Visit Tom online at tomtheplumberinc.com. And Daryl Barnes Photography for portraits, family and graduation photos, sports team photos, and more. Contact Daryl Barnes Photography at darylbarnes.com.